Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Morning Coffee on the RadioVision Network. I am Mark Cook, and I am pleased to bring you this morning breakfast with the boss, this guy, Scott Tanker. Good morning, Scott. How are you today?
I am great. Did you take decaf this morning?
I did not. I don't take decaf ever.
I don't think you need coffee.
You hear this voice though? It's a little rough.
Why?
This is the result of going to Billy Joel and Hall & Oates on back-to-back nights 4 days ago. I've been working on this voice for 4 days, Scott. You should have heard the show on Tuesday. It was like, hey, welcome to Morning Coffee. Yeah, stick around.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, another version of Morning Coffee with Breakfast with the Boss. We have a great show today. As you know, every week on Thursdays from 9:30 to 10, we meet with different people from different industries, different businesses. We like to showcase their talents, let people know exactly who they are, why they're passionate about what they do, and how they work with their clients to make their lives easier. I have some great people here tonight, or today I should say. I have a woman named Lisa Joswick, and I have Stephanie Phelps. They are from a company called Blackbook. Now you're thinking, wait a second. I thought guys had black books, not girls.
Yeah. I used to have one.
I used to have one too, but not anymore.
It was empty. I was always waiting to get the numbers for it. But
These two ladies, by the way, these two beautiful ladies are not only beautiful, they're smart. They have a great record-keeping, bookkeeping type service that we want to share with you today. Lisa, Stephanie, welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to start with Lisa because she started this business roughly about a year or so ago.
Yes.
All right, give us some history, how you got passionate about numbers and bookkeeping and the things that you might do, that you do in this business that you'd love to do.
Sure. So I've always been a financial person. I've always loved math. I've always loved numbers. My career has always been in the finances, and my role as a CFO led me to companies where I recognized a huge need in the basic framework of bookkeeping. Because when you see things going wrong, you always go back to the simple beginning. So it always starts with bookkeeping. If you don't have your numbers in order, you can't get to where you're going. So I put together this business plan and came up with the idea for Blackbook and it's not accounting, it's accountability.
Right.
So that's our big differentiation.
Nice.
Right, and I know a lot about your services because of the history I've been in. I've been in the financial field myself. So let's talk a little bit about Blackbook because as a record-keeping service, bookkeeping service, I should call it, it's really important for clients and businesses to have their books in order.
Yes.
Really, really important. Spend a minute and share because not only can you look forward, you can also look back.
Yes. The key thing there is I don't like to look back. I think you should always look forward. And that's a big reason why I don't like Blackbook to be labeled as an accounting firm because a lot of times with accounting, you're just trying to get things in order for taxes. With Blackbook, we are real time and ahead. So that's what is important. And when you want to get into black, you have to have your books in order because if you don't know your numbers, you can't make decisions, proper decisions.
Right. You have history. I mean, you have education. Tell us a little bit of your background. I mean, it's a little unusual to find women setting up businesses like this, but not really, because in today's world, more and more of this is happening. So I'm really glad because people need bookkeeping help. I've been in the retirement plan business for 35 years, and when they can't even send payroll over to your 401k provider, you know there's issues.
Yeah.
Right.
And the payroll sources are not that difficult. It's not a difficult process, but you got to set it up. It's blocking and tackling, as they say in football.
Right.
So, where's your background? What school did you go to? Taught you this great stuff? And of course, Stephanie, don't worry, we're going to ask you the same questions. But we're working on Lisa first.
Yeah, I got my undergrad in finance at Rider University, and
Good business school.
yes, and then grad school at Penn State. So
I love this woman. She's a Penn State. All right. Enough said. Did you go to main campus?
no, Great Bailey, which is right up the street from my office.
Wonderful. So now your office is located?
In Woolwich.
Okay.
Our new office.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. And you live down that way?
In Swedesboro, yes.
Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, Woolwich is southern New Jersey. So your client base must be from Trenton down to Cape May kind of thing?
We actually have clients all over. We have clients in Ohio, Texas.
How about that?
We're a remote based business.
Okay.
My whole background has been in technology, so I understand how to streamline and automate, and that's a lot of our niche.
wow. So let me just kind of clarify because you talked about how you want to make sure that everybody's books are in order, but it's not about necessarily looking back, right? We need to understand where we came from. The past is important for that, to understand where we were from, but you guys are more of like a financial accounting planner almost, is that you're out there forecasting, you're looking at markets, you're looking at trends, you're looking at different things that are changing in the financial world, right? So you guys are almost like trying to make sure that your clients not only have their books in the black, but they're preparing themselves kind of for the future. Is that a pretty accurate description?
Yes, and just to further clarify that, what we like to label ourselves as is more of a financial trainer, very similar to a personal trainer.
Cool.
So when you want to lose weight, you can do it by yourself.
Right.
But most likely you're going to succeed when you have somebody holding you accountable.
Right.
And that's what we pride ourselves on.
Yeah.
So we develop the plan, and then we also hold you accountable for it.
Because nothing bothers me more when I'm watching The Prophet and he says, listen, I just need your numbers. Can you give me the numbers? And they give him one number one time, and then they give him another number another time, and then he pulls the sheet out and he's like, you guys are off by hundreds of thousands of dollars. How on earth could this happen? You can't run a business this way. And this, you're almost the Marcus Lemonis for all of these businesses out here. Is that
calling you that.
you can go in there. No, shorten it up. Just the prophet, the prophetess. This is awesome, right? But that's the thing, is that businesses need to understand that that is an important part of their business. Yes, you're selling products. Yes, you're offering services. Yes, you're doing all this stuff. But you have to have your books in order. Otherwise, the business doesn't survive.
Yes.
And to your point, when you said, let me get your numbers, the key thing is some people don't know their numbers.
Right.
They just
They
haven't.
don't even know how to get their numbers.
They're
They don't know
very
how to
focused
gather them.
on running their business, and you want to run your business efficiently, effectively, and with your service, and that's what you know best. But on the admin side, it's very hard for them to be able to exceed in all of those things. So whereas we come in as the financial.
What's the one thing that everybody seems to do wrong? What kind of piece of advice could you send out there that everybody seems to do wrong in your business?
Do wrong.
Or not do enough of, or not do.
It's probably an organizational process, I think, is kind of the stem of where errors will occur. And, Lisa's, she's an expert in organization, process improvement.
So you'll meet with the clients, and obviously you meet courtesy of the firm, and you'll talk to them about their situation. Hopefully they'll give you some set of numbers, because obviously you're there because they may have issues with their numbers.
Right, or they might not even have a structure in place.
They might not have one in place, which is probably very typical of small businesses.
Yeah.
We're going to continue this conversation. We have to take a little commercial break so that people who support us can support your show.
Yeah.
So we will be right back, won't we?
Yes, we will.
This is Scott Tanker, this is Mark, and this is Lisa and Stephanie from Blackbook. We'll be back in after these moments.
Today's show is sponsored by Hargrove Demolition, your demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here in the southern New Jersey area, bringing you 45 years of demolition expertise. Hargrove has all your demolition needs, from emergency demolition service to demolition equipment rental. Hargrove is one of the state-approved recycling facilities right here in the southern New Jersey area. No job is too big or too small for Hargrove Demolition. Contact them today at one of their 3 locations.
When I was injured, I couldn't play basketball for my entire sophomore year.
After years of wear and tear, I knew something was seriously wrong with Deja's knee when the swelling wouldn't go down.
Young athletes are still growing. They need specialized care only available here at Dayton Children's.
I wanted the best care for Deja because I wanted her to return to the things that she loves to do, and that's basketball.
At Dayton Children's Sports Medicine, we're treating tomorrow's champions.
Right care.
Right now.
Right here.
Dayton Children's.
Just right for kids.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum.
Saving your business money is as easy as...
Welcome back to Morning Coffee. I am Mark Cook. I'm sitting next to Scott Tanger. This is Breakfast with the Boss, baby. And we are talking with Blackbook. That's why I wore black today. You know, I did it on purpose. Did you see that?
You know what? You must know the agenda of this show because you just color yourself towards the agenda.
I get dressed in the dark. If it comes out and it works out perfectly the way it did today, it's just a bonus, Scott. It was not. I mean, look, I gotta be honest. It wasn't intentional.
No, but I don't even think you sleep. So
It might have been intentional for them. We got Lisa and Stephanie here. Let's talk.
They have black too.
Stop. Listen, I know. Everything is looking great over here.
Yeah, well.
I didn't shave this morning. The hair's a mess. The voice stinks. Let's move on to some real. Yeah. I'm so recovered from a week ago. Let's get the focus in the right place here.
You're absolutely right. Now, when folks are out there and they have businesses, small businesses especially, one of the things that you tend to do is you work on your business, but you don't work on the record keeping, the bookkeeping of your business. And oftentimes you get lazy and you just don't put things in the right spot. One of the things that Blackbook does, and we were talking off camera, is that they help streamline your business. They help your business automate it, and then oftentimes they even go to a paperless type business, although paper backups. We talked about that offline. That you find to be really, really beneficial to the client, and that really grabs that for you.
Yes.
Stephanie, I think that's where you come into play, is helping them on that side, which allows them to do more things on the sales and marketing side.
Right. As we mentioned earlier, Lisa founded this company about a year ago, starting from the bookkeeping services side, and it's kind of evolved to where we really are connecting with the clients to see what is your pain point, what is something that you need, and from the bookkeeping side, we can take a look and see, you know, where we need to improve a sales standpoint and where we can strategize from a marketing point of view, cost reduction. So across the board, when we see the expenses and what companies are using and paying is where we can get some of our expertise and initiate a cost reduction or introduce a service that will benefit them and bring their costs down and their sales and revenues up.
So a lot of times you look at the ledger and you're looking at it and you're like, wait a second, you spent $15,000 on this?
Yes.
What were you thinking? What are you, an idiot? Right? Because that's what you do. You yell
I have a feeling
and you
they're
browbeat.
not quite that dramatic.
Oh.
This is a professional scene.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, but really,
Yeah.
I think that people make such egregious errors that sometimes it's got to be hard for you guys to really be like, wow, this is just a really obvious problem that you're having here. And then you have the clients that you've really got to scrutinize and you really got to go through. So it's almost easier if they've made a real egregious mistake.
And from their point of view, they don't realize that it's an unnecessary $10,000 technology fee every month. They don't have the time to price shop around. That's where we do
Or
due
they don't
diligence
have the
work.
knowledge, the education to know the questions to
So
ask.
you become a little bit of a CFO,
Yes.
which I've noticed, an interim, or even a casual one at the very least. Your ears and eyes are open for them more than just a record-keeping, bookkeeping service.
Yes.
Yeah.
You offer payroll.
It's so much more than that.
HR
Exactly.
services, payroll services, software training, QuickBooks you mentioned offline, business formation services for clients who want to start a business. So you're really from, as I affectionately used to call it, from womb to tomb. Because you give birth to these things, then you help them live and grow their lives and successes.
Yes.
At some point, they want an exit strategy, and you help them.
Yes.
Now, whether that be bigger business or smaller business, the blocking and tackling about that is all the same.
Absolutely.
Right. And that's what you're really good at, and that's what you guys do. Now, from a marketing point of view, Stephanie, you're like a 1-2 punch.
Yes.
Where, not that you both don't do a lot of the same stuff, but you have some expertise in different areas, and yours
Correct.
might be marketing.
Correct. So my background has always been in sales and marketing, business development. So I've been in retail sales, I've been in business-to-business sales, so I kind of understand a lot of the challenges that our clients face in, trying to get...
Trying to grow your sales,
trying to
right.
grow, trying to get into market. So not that I'm an expertise in everything, but I can recognize an area where I could strategize and make suggestions. And then if it's something where I need to bring another firm in, we do partner with other companies where we know that we might not be an expert in something, but we're going to put the best people in front of our clients so that they're going to be able to help them.
Lisa, do me a favor. Speak into the camera to the audience and tell them how to get a hold of you. I want to make sure they get this information. How to get a hold of you, your website, your address, your phone number, whatever it is that you want to give them.
Yes, our website is www.blackbookllc.com. We are putting some short and sweet call to action videos on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com, just Blackbook. So to get ready for our launch of our new website, we're using Facebook as our platform right now.
Now, one of the things I know that you'll do, because all the folks do this, is you want to talk to people. Yes. It's okay for them to call you. The clock's not ticking. We're not attorneys here. You understand the small business does things differently than the large organizational structured type business, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's different. Sometimes I think it's bad, but that's another story for another day. So you're really working with the people out there who are just trying to make a living and really trying to do well, but just don't have enough time to do these other things that are so very important, and they haven't put a priority on there.
Yes, or not even that they don't have the time, but they don't necessarily know the questions to ask. They don't know how to get their books in the black. They need the accountability.
I would say there's probably two things going on, because I'm a small business guy, and I've been in small business for many years, watching small businesses, and I still work with small businesses, and it's not always the time factor. Sometimes it's desire. I don't care about that stuff, but they should.
Yes.
I care about it, but I have no one that can do it for me, so I don't. Scott, how many hours you think are in the day? I can only do so much, and that drops off because you have to have sales. You can't not have sales. So certain things come first.
Yes.
I think everybody out there should be listening to the folks here at Blackbook. They should be taking a lesson from this show and have a conversation with these folks about their business. It may be that they don't need much, or maybe they need a lot, but a conversation is the first place to start.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that people reach out and get in touch with Blackbook, and don't be intimidated. And I know sometimes you might have to swallow your pride, and you might have to be like, look, I really need help with my books and kind of the financial side.
And you might feel like a failure, but that's not the
point.
Right,
and that's not the case.
Right.
And the other thing I want to mention is that the fees for their services are very affordable. You're not going to go in the red while you're using Blackbook. They're going to work with you guys. It's a partnership. It's not a straight business transaction.
It's not a one-off thing
just
either.
Cutting checks. No.
Remember, these people, what you do is you tee up the information for the accountant to do the tax returns.
Yeah.
Let's make sure people understand that. And believe it or not, the accountant's work, it becomes so much easier and maybe less expensive.
Right.
And get more out of the accountant's work when you have a real good supporting staff of information and staff that will help you get that data in there.
So the best way to get in touch with them is to go to the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Blackbook. How did you do that? How did you get Blackbook on Facebook, right? That is like, I think that's the most impressive thing about everything is that your web address, the juice you guys have.
I couldn't get the web address because Blackbook sends you to Kelley Blue Book, believe it or not. So
those bastards! I can't believe it.
We'll be right back after these messages to talk more with these folks, Lisa and Stephanie, about record keeping, bookkeeping, Blackbook, and how they are really going to help you if you let them. We'll be right back.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
If you have
Welcome back to Morning Coffee, and I am going to find a headshot that is a couple years old and put it in my commercial because, Scott, that picture, was that the same guy that's sitting here?
Just a couple days ago. Just a couple days ago.
This guy is the best. This is Breakfast with the Boss. He is Scott Tanker. I am Mark Cook.
Oh, God. Makeup, please. Yeah,
yeah, now he's going to be self-conscious. Like, oh, I got to change that picture. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, we're here with two beautiful women
I
who
know.
are smart,
I know.
and they have great things to tell their clients.
All right, I'll settle down.
Of course I feel insecure.
I'll settle
I
down.
got you looking great in a black suit.
Listen.
No, all I got is funny socks on.
It's
folks.
all
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
Scott. It's all good.
Anyway, let's talk more about Blackbook because these guys can help you guys out there listening to us. You can help small businesses. You can help them for a reasonable price. You can make them more profitable. You can make them more sales. What they need to do is get a hold of you.
Yes.
And they need to have a conversation. And we know that the phone number is 856-430-6470. And I need you to call. You can ask for Stephanie. You can ask for Lisa. I need you to call these people and have a conversation. And tell us how that works. When someone calls you, what happens?
So, sorry, do you want to take it?
I was just gonna say,
They answer the phone.
we're more than happy to,
Hello.
see what kind of challenges they're experiencing. We go through, just kind of some questions to see how long they've been in business, get an idea of what they're using as their platform for accounting system, if they have an in-house person or have they been outsourcing. A lot of times with in-house bookkeepers, we do work hand in hand with them. We can work as a complete outsource company, or we can work with their direct person in-house.
Do you ever get hired for specific projects?
Absolutely, and that's actually
One-off type stuff?
Yes. So it could be anything from putting together a project budget. It could be, just getting your books in order for, prior years where it's never been done. That we're actually doing like 3 different projects like that right now. So a lot of these specialty projects, definitely, like calculating commissions. A lot of businesses don't necessarily have Excel knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I think what I'm gathering here is that you guys do so much that it's really hard to kind of pigeonhole and really identify one thing that you guys are good at, because you offer so many different services and you're such a partner with your clients that it develops a relationship where it just grows into Blackbook helping these businesses on so many more levels than I think you initially planned, right? Like you were just trying to help them with their books.
Yes, it's so funny you say that because that's exactly what's happening. So our expertise is in bookkeeping, but because of my background as a CFO, to your point you made earlier, you get the bookkeeping rates and the controller type rates, but you get the CFO knowledge. So that's our specialty, bookkeeping, financial organization. But then we can recognize where there's a need for improvement of other services. We're not necessarily doing the services.
Right.
But that's where we bring in our resources to be able to
Well,
assist.
you know what's cool about it? It almost adds like this creative artist
Exactly.
element to
It's
it,
so
right?
funny you say that because being creative and thinking outside the box is exactly what Blackbook really
It's
is.
funny because a lot of people think, if I hire these people, they're going to give me more work to do. But the reality is they're going to streamline the work you're doing now.
Yes.
And
Right.
the work you can do going forward will be much more interesting, engaging, and highly more percentage of success
Yes.
than what you're doing now.
Right.
And I'm a perfect example. I'm an individual business owner, and I know I don't do certain things right. And I know I put things by the wayside.
We're looking forward to working with you, Scott.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Well, it's funny because let's kind of backtrack. This is one thing I think we probably should have talked about right off the bat. Blackbook. The whole goal of their company is to get your books in the black.
Or keep them in the black.
Or keep them in the black. But listen,
And they
I
add
think,
so much too, more to it.
yeah, but there's so much more than that. And I think that's the thing is that I think most of the people call because they need to get in the black, right? That's probably
Or they don't know if they are in the black.
right.
Yeah.
They need to identify.
People don't want to be told you're doing something wrong, and and maybe they see it as a failure. When you're self-employed, the only thing you have going for you at the end of the day is your ego. And so you got to be very careful. But I want people to understand it's okay to come here and say, Lisa, Steph, take a look at this.
Need help.
And it's okay to say I need help. Even if your books look fantastic, they'll let you know.
Yes.
There's a chance that won't be like that, but there's a good chance. But you can always look for and get improvement. What I'm going to find, what people out there should understand, the improvement will be so significant that you're going to wonder why you didn't do it sooner.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm asking everybody out there, please take a shot at talking to someone like a Blackbook. Yeah, it doesn't have to be Blackbook, but frankly, they're very good at what they do. But obviously, talk to someone like a Blackbook, because if your business is more profitable and every business in the country is more profitable, guess what?
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. We got less problems.
That's awesome.
So what's really cool is that
Let's unite here and
you're,
make profits.
you know, you guys are on the internet right now, right? Open up a new tab and go to blackbookllc.com, and you can see what I'm talking about right now. You can click on the little F on there. That'll take you to the Facebook page. The Facebook page has all these awesome videos that you guys are putting up there, so that you're kind of building to this launch of the new website, right? So jump on board now so that you're ready and you're going to be on board with Blackbook when the launch takes place, right?
Do you have you have a monthly service or something that can get on newsletters? Do you have people when they send you their contact information?
We're developing that.
That's coming. It's all coming, Scott. This is a huge stay tuned moment.
Not only that, they're younger than us, so there's a good chance they're going to have time to succeed, whereas you and I are at the end of our careers.
Or
maybe
compared
I'm
to
at
that
the end of my
picture.
career.
You're
Maybe I'm at the end of my
What is he saying to me? Is this the beginning of the end? I don't believe it. This is terrible.
Now, in all seriousness, folks, you need to talk to Stephanie. You need to talk to Lisa. The number again is 856-430-6470. Give them a call. Just have a conversation. They're not going to bite your head off. They're not from the government. They're here to help. And there's a darn good chance they can help you. And I don't know what else to say. I want you to say something else to the audience. Give them one more shot at your contact information and how incredibly friendly you're going to be when they pick up the phone and talk to you. So go ahead.
Yeah, well, I would like to just say something real quick to finish that off. So the financial silence and avoidance is very convenient to your ego, to your business, but it will not get you in the black. If you don't face your finances, you will not be able to go forward in the way that you want to. And that is really the core of what we do, the accountability. And we really enjoy working with businesses. We're very passionate about helping other businesses get in the black and provide that consistent reporting. So we hope that you'll pick up the phone and give us a call for a conversation. You can also email me at lisa@blackbookllc.com or Stephanie at blackbookllc.com, and we look forward to hearing from you.
It's really been, it's enlightening to meet people who can take this subject matter and make you feel comfortable and confident that something good's going to come out of it.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel like today.
Comfortable is a key word, but
You know?
that's a number one feedback we get back a lot, is that people right away talk to us about things that they're like, we've never really talked to anybody about this before.
Right.
And because we're people just like you.
Right, with the same issues.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're all business owners. We all have the same issues, but just on different levels.
Yep.
So, you know, we try to just make everyone feel as comfortable as possible in speaking to us about that.
Yeah,
Cool.
we want to be a resource to them that they can, you know, shoot up ideas and see if we have any creativity to add to a project they might have, or we really want to just work with the business owners on, you know,
And you
all
work
aspects.
with the accountants too. So it's not like
Absolutely.
you're an enemy of the accountant.
Yeah.
You're a
Right.
friend of the accountant.
Right.
In fact, the accountants tend to love you when you put their stuff in order
Yes.
that they normally have to do.
Right.
So believe me, I know that game, and that's a horrible one for the accountants. They have to charge obnoxious prices to do mundane work that should either be done by the client himself or by a service.
Right.
And that's where you come in. You're so valuable.
That's a great
They are
point.
so valuable.
Yes.
I agree.
They're so valuable.
I
Now,
agree.
one other thing. Quick thing, we're going to leave soon. Tell us about where do you live? Do you have children? You're married? We all happy? Everybody okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, everybody's good there?
Yes.
Good. So listen, folks, when you use these guys, you're also making their lives easy, too, because they have to pay for things, too. So their services are not only good for you, but they're good for them, too. I think what we need to do, we need to say thank you very much for these two people.
Thank you very much for these two people.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Yes,
having
thank
us.
you.
This
Yeah.
was a wonderful time.
And I'll tell you right
No,
now,
thanks for
folks,
being here. It was
thank
great.
you for
Yeah.
being here, Breakfast with the Boss. If you don't give these guys a call, you're making a big mistake. There's absolutely no question in my mind. Please give them a call. The number is 856-430-6470. Another session of Breakfast with the Boss is over, but we still have more to come on Morning Coffee.
Yes, we
So
do.
please stay with us. Be here every Thursday, though, from 9:30 to 10. We're Breakfast with the Boss, hosted by Scott Tanker and by Mark. And we sit here and have a great time with our guests. Take care. We'll see you next week.